The president has finally done it. We've always known that he did not care about the American people and our rising costs, but now he has finally said the quiet part out loud. When questioned about the financial well-being of Americans, he responded, and I quote, "I don't think about Americans' financial situation." And the truth of the matter could not be any clearer. He could give a rat's ass about the American people or about our rising costs. Over the last year, the president and this administration have engaged in a tremendous smash and grab, enriching themselves, enriching his family, enriching his allies. They have loot hanging all out of their pockets. They have enriched themselves so much. Yet yesterday, the average gas price in Maryland hit $4.46. The cost, we understand, of keeping a roof over your head and food on your table continues to rise. And this is as bad a time as any one of us can ever remember. The expense, the growing pile of bills on the kitchen table, the people who wake up each morning and go to work and come home each day, 2 and 3 jobs at a time to make ends meet, and they're seeing that things just don't add up for them. And this is the same story all across our nation. I'm hearing it every day from Maryland residents. You know, I've always loved to go to Wegmans. I go there, in fact, every week to do my grocery shopping. But over the past year, I have to tell you, it has taken me an hour to an hour and a half just to make it through the grocery store, as my neighbors are stopping me and saying how distressed they are about the clear understanding they have that their government does not care about them, about whether they could afford the cost of groceries that continue to rise. The truth of the matter is that Americans across our nation are anxious. Families are forced to think about ways to cut back on expenses on the one hand to afford bills on the other. And all of us in Congress here have a moral obligation to think about the people we represent. Yes. Unlike the president, who does not understand that we must be a nation of neighbors. Neighbors not because of our proximity geographically, but because we are morally obligated to care one for each other about their concerns, about their future, about their current situations. This is what we as public servants have been called upon to do, to represent our states and the residents who are in them. Unfortunately, the Republicans here in Congress have decided to be more loyal to this administration than to the American people. They have claimed that they would lower costs if they had control of Congress. Well, you know what? They control it all, and look at what they have done. Yet we're here with this bill that is, again, further proof of what they're thinking about. And trust me, it is not about working Americans. They're trying to give billions of taxpayer dollars to ICE and Border Patrol without holding them accountable for the reckless and frankly murderous way that they have caused chaos in communities across our nation. They want to give billions of your dollars, hard-earned taxpayer dollars, to this administration for the wasteful ballroom that, if God is willing, and we know it's true, but when the next election comes, he won't even be in office to dance in the ballroom. This is what we know, is that he won't even be able to dance in this ballroom. Nothing in this bill talks about relief on grocery prices. It doesn't talk one word about lowering gas prices. Not a single sentence dedicated to lowering health care expenses, cutting utility bills, or reducing the cost of housing. But congressional Democrats haven't forgotten. While we're here, we have not forgotten who we work for. We have not forgotten who we fight for. And whether it's today, tomorrow, next month, or next year, we will not stop fighting to drive down costs and ease the burdens that are weighing on American families. At this point, it gives me a great honor to introduce the final speaker of the morning, Chair Aguilar, who will come and give his comments.